Hi Sagittarius, this reading is for you if you just recently broke up or had a fallout with your significant other. I'll do 3 spreads. In the first spread, we'll look at the situation. We'll see who you were dealing with, who left whom and why. In the second spread, we'll look at the advice for you for the situation we'll see in the first spread. And then spread number 3, we'll look at who is coming towards you in the near future. We'll look at new love for you. Please like, share, and subscribe to support this channel. Here's the situation, Sagittarius. We have the Ace of Wands, we have the Seven of Cups, clarified by the Seven of Swords and the High Priestess. We have Death, clarified by the World, and we also have Temperance on the bottom of the deck. You could have been dealing with a Scorpio or perhaps a fellow fire sign, Aries, Leo, or another Sagittarius, or pretty much any zodiac sign. Right, so some kind of a nasty secret about this person came to the surface. It's possible that this person was keeping their options open, they were dealing with multiple people concurrently, or perhaps they were also doing something even illegal, right? Something they were not telling you. And I think that finally got exposed, and that's what ultimately brought down this connection, right? The Ace of Wands, the first card that came out, it could have been a fellow fire sign, Aries, Leo, or another Sagittarius you were dealing with. But the thing about the Ace of Wands, it's a passionate ace, right? So it's all about passion. It's all about just having a lot of fun behind closed doors, if you know what I mean, right? And then we have the Seven of Cups, clarified by the Seven of Swords and the High Priestess. So that's where it hit the fan. Okay, the Seven of Cups is a card of a multiple choice, or perhaps this is how you felt. In this case, this is a card of somebody who's confused or whose judgment is clouded, right? And the Seven of Swords with the High Priestess, this is a pretty bad combo, to be honest with you. I know it sounds ridiculous, but I never sugarcoat my readings. The Seven of Swords is a card of a cheater. It's a card of a liar. It's a card of a deception. It's a card of somebody who's doing something perhaps even illegal, right? And the High Priestess is a card of secrets. So that's what they were hiding from you, right? It could have been anything. Whatever they were hiding from you eventually came to the surface, and you found out somehow, right? And then we have Death, clarified by the World. So yeah, ultimately it came to an end. Death is the personal Scorpio card. You could have been dealing with a Scorpio, or a Scorpio could have been involved. But Death with the World, both of those two cards symbolize endings, right? Death is something that comes to an end. Then, to be honest with you, the World is my happy end card. So perhaps you didn't get involved with them too much, or perhaps you found out soon enough for you to get out and not get into trouble, or something like that. So you not having this person in your life anymore is actually good for you with the World card, right? And Temperance on the bottom of the deck is your personal card, Sagittarius. That's you, right? So perhaps you were the one who made the decision to get out of that situation because, like I said, this person would have felt comfortable, and perhaps they did feel comfortable with the arrangement that they had with you. But the only problem is that they were the only one who was aware of the arrangement, right? You didn't know. You were clueless about what was actually going on, or about this shady person, what they were doing behind your back. And now that this person is out of your life, now you're going to be feeling much better. All right, so that's what I have for you so far. Let's take a look at the advice spread real quick. Here's the advice, Sagittarius. This is from your perspective. This is what you need to do, or at least take into consideration. We have Judgment, clarified by the Page of Wands. We have the Six of Swords. We have the Page of Swords, clarified by the Ten of Swords. And we also have the Three of Cups on the bottom of the deck. For some of you, you haven't heard the last from this person. You could be hearing from them again. Or some of you may have an urge to reach out to them yourself. Don't do it, okay? If you hear back from them, if you hear from them, I think you need to shut it down. I think you need to move on. If you haven't moved on from that person yet, I think it's time for you to call it a day, all right? But Judgment, the first card that came out, this is a card of somebody coming back from the past, or perhaps this is you making a judgment call to move on, to get out of that situation if you haven't yet. It's clarified by the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is a message, right? So, like I said, for some of you, or even most of you, you'll be hearing from them, right? And it's kind of symbolic that in the first spread we had the Ace of Wands, and now we have the Page of Wands. You could be dealing with a fellow fire sign, but as I was already mentioning, the Ace of Wands is a passionate ace, right? And so is the Page of Wands. So it could be a booty call. It could be them flirting with you. It could be them wanting to get casual with you, if you know what I mean. The Three of Cups on the bottom of the deck all the way to your right. This is a card of a third-party situation. At the same time, it's a card of a celebration. Perhaps they will invite you to go somewhere with them, to an event or a party or a concert or a celebration of some sort, right? Or perhaps this person is back in town. But again, I think you should just move on. The Six of Swords in the middle right there, this is a card of somebody who is moving on, somebody who is getting out of choppy waters towards calmer waters. And in this case, that would translate into you, again, you getting out of that situation, getting out of dodge. And with the Page of Swords clarified by the Ten of Swords, I think that's a message from you, Sagittarius, because the Page of Swords is a card of a message. This page could be interpreted in multiple ways, but in this case, if you take a closer look at the Page of Swords, you see how that person is leaning backwards. They look suspicious. That person looks like they're on defense. They've got their sword out and they're ready to strike, right? So this is you kind of like assuming this defensive position, right? And with the Ten of Swords, this is you shutting them down. Yep. You definitely need to shut this down. This is a suggestion, right? This is an advice spread. And that's what the advice is for you, Sagittarius. Don't even bother with this person anymore. And if you hear from them, shut them down, block them, and move on. All right? And we're moving on as well. Let's take a look at spread number 3. New love coming towards you in the near future. Alright, Sagittarius, so here's spread number 3. This is new love coming towards you in the near future. We have strength clarified by the Three of Wands. We have the Page of Cups clarified by the King of Cups. We have the Ace of Cups clarified by the Empress. And we also have the Three of Cups on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, or a Leo. The King of Cups right there in the center, in the middle of the spread, that's the person you'll be dealing with. It could be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. If they're not a water sign, this is somebody who is mature, in control of their emotions, at the same time still very loving. And strength, the first card that came out is the personal Leo card, by the way. But in this case, it could play out as them having courage to make their move for whatever reason. Perhaps this person is shy, or they think you're out of their league. Perhaps there's other circumstances that's kind of making this person hold back in the beginning. But they're gonna grow a pair and make their move, right? Strength is clarified by the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is a card of somebody who made up their mind, somebody who made a decision, and I think this is the energy coming from this King of Cups. So they will go through some kind of a thought process or whatever other process before they make their move, and here they come. Perhaps this person is like madly in love with you, because we'll talk about that in just a second, but don't be surprised if it's like they will confess their love to you on the second date or something, right? Anyway, we got this Page of Cups clarified by that King of Cups. The Page of Cups, this is them reaching out to you. This is them sending you flowers. This is them asking you out on a date. If you meet this person at an event or a party or a gathering, they could be going to that same event or a party because you're going, right? And that's where they're planning to make their move. I'm saying a party because we have the Three of Cups on the bottom of the deck. This is a card of a celebration, which often translates into a party, a concert, event, gathering, birthday party, what have you. Nevertheless, yeah, you'll be talking to them, right? And here comes the Ace of Cups clarified by the Empress. So it's all about love. Perhaps, like I said, it was love at first sight, because the Ace of Cups always talks about genuine, authentic love. And that was the card that came out right after the Page of Cups before I started clarifying, right? And it's clarified by the Empress. I think the Empress represents you, Sagittarius. That's the way they see you. They're definitely putting you up on a pedestal. They're treating you accordingly. The Empress does not require an introduction. Everybody knows who the Empress is, right? And the thing about the Empress, it often comes through as a wife or a significant other figure, So they do see you as somebody they want to spend the rest of their life with, somebody they want to have children with, if that is still an option for them. But yeah, you're the Empress, they are king. Perhaps that's why they needed courage to come towards you. They're just the king. I'm kidding, right? The Empress, besides it being a significant other figure or a mother figure, right? This is one of the most positive cards in the deck. It's abundance in its purest form, and by the way, in my spreads, whenever the Empress shows up, it's usually a sign from above or a stamp of approval, so to speak, for a connection to move forward. And I do see you at least giving it a chance. I don't see any cards suggesting you'll be rejecting this person, you'll be putting them on hold. No, nothing like that. I think you'll really appreciate how loving this person is, how they're treating you, how they're behaving towards you. They're definitely going to be courting you. They're going to be super nice to you. Very loving, lots of love. That's what it feels like. Lots and lots of love coming from this person. All right, so you can take it from there. Very promising. This looks very promising, Sagittarius. All right, so that's what I got for you for this reading. If this video resonates with you, please like it. Please also share and subscribe. And other than that, Sagittarius, have an amazing June. And there you have it. I hope my readings resonated with you, and if they did, I hope they make your lives better in one way or the other. Please share and subscribe and hit the bell to get notified. Thank you for watching.